Hey folks, welcome back to yet another interesting video. My name is Nataraj. In today's Smart Investor series, we are going to discuss about a stock which has returned more than 150% return in the past 1 year and more than 740 plus percentage returns in the last 5 years. Most of the time when it comes to the part of investing, we just look at the brand value of a company. Yes, it matters the most, but we also have to look certain factors so that the brand value of the company itself should not be the single alone decision to make a better decision. So there are so many other stocks which have performed and which has returned a wonderful return to the investors. So we'll try to explore those kind of stocks through this particular series. Not just that, smart investing methods and ETFs, mutual funds, so how to diversify the portfolios, all those kind of information I'm going to convey through this particular video. So if you don't want to miss those kind of updates in the future, kindly consider subscribing the channel, and most importantly, click on the bell icon, enable all notification to get the regular updates from my channel. Well, let's get started.
This content is created for educational purposes only and don't consider it as buying or sell recommendations or investment advice. Investments in securities markets are subject to market risk. Hence, Nataraj Malavade is not liable for any losses in any case.
Well, the stock that I'm going to discuss today is Minda Industries. So this is a stock which is working on automotive components. So basically it produces the automotive components. In fact, in today's industry, it is one of the market leader in certain segments. So let's look into those particular categories. In the first part of this particular video, we will be looking into the fundamental part of this particular company. Let's get started. So first, let's try to understand about the company. So as I mentioned here, Minda Industries Limited, the flagship company of the NK Minda Group, is one of the most diversified auto component manufacturers in India. As I said, they are not just limited to one particular part of the automotive companies or automotive segments. So they have diversified their entire portfolio in different automotive components, and it is the technological leader in the auto components industry and a leading tier 1 supplier of proprietary automotive solutions to original equipment manufacturers. So presently the group is headquartered in Manesar, Haryana. So basically it has engineering, research and development centers in Manesar, Pune and Sonepal. Let's look into the few key points of this particular company. The first place is that the company is the largest switch player in India, and also when it comes to the global part, it is the second largest in terms of the horn segment. It is the third largest automotive lighting players in India, and it has got a partnership with 14 global technology players. The next important point here is the key domestic clients. If you see Bajaj, Honda Motorcycles, Hero MotoCorp, Royal Enfield, Yamaha Motor, such kind of big companies are already been clients to this particular company when it comes to the part of domestic part. And it has 62 manufacturing plants across the globe, including India, Indonesia, Vietnam, and technical agreement with technology leaders from Japan, Italy and Taiwan. When it comes to the part of PV alloy wheels, it has got the largest installed capacity in India. Well, this is about the few key points of this particular company. Now let's look into the revenue breakout. So from where or which source it is generating the revenue today. If you see this here, you can see the first part. You can just look at the pie chart here. I mentioned here the different part by which it is generating a revenue. Lighting, as I said, it is a major player in lighting and switches. By that, in terms of the lighting, it is generating 24% of revenue is generated from the lighting part, and switches 35%, acoustics 10%, LMT 15% and other 16%. And with this, we can clearly say this from the lighting and the switches. From here is where the company is generating a maximum revenue. And in terms of the two-wheeler, it has a 48% of revenues are from the two-wheeler segment, and 52% of revenue is from four-wheeler segment, and 83% of their business is presently in India. So that means the entire revenue in terms of the part, 83% of the revenues are drawn from India and 17% is from international markets. Well, now let's look into the part of return generation. So how much it has performed in the past, and also fundamental and financial part of the market. So in terms of that, you can see that in terms of the returns, Minda Industries has generated 742.7% of returns in the past 5 years. If you just look at 1 year, in the past 1 year, it has generated 151.8% of return. In the recent last month, so in terms of the overall 1 month return, it has generated 15.59% of returns. Let's look into the fundamental part of the companies. As we can see, market capitalization is huge. It's 24,625 crores, and return on equity being 10.04%, and PE ratio is 70.34, wherein comparing to the industry PE, which is 35.49. So PE ratio is higher than the industry PE, which indicates that investors are expecting a higher return from this particular stock. Of course, it is generated a very good return in the past year. When it comes to the part of financials, here it is a revenue. In terms of the revenue, we can see the consistent growth from 2017. It's a year-on-year revenue growth we can see here. In terms of the profits, there is a concerning point. So profits are there. It is a profitable company, but the thing is that the profits are not been consistent from last 2017. It is very random in terms of the overall profit generation. And of course, we can see the drop in 2020 because of the COVID-19 impact. So that has happened with most of the businesses, and excluding that, we can see that the company is generating a profits but not so consistent. In terms of the net worth, we can see the consistent growth in terms of the net worth because company has performed well in terms of the overall share price movement. Now let's look into the important point, shareholding patterns of the company. So the major point which we have to look at when it comes to the part of long term investing and all, the promoter, how much promoters are holding. This is very important point. See, when the company is managed by a management, so are the promoters, the promoter's holding indicates the conviction of the promoter. As we can see in this particular company, 67.47% is held by the promoters itself. That means more than 50%, the entire stake is with the promoter, which indicates kind of a good sign. And mutual funds are holding 12.5%, retail and others are holding 9.6%, even foreign institutions are holding 9.22%. We can see top mutual funds invested in here. I'm using a Groww app here. If you don't have the Groww app, you can utilize the link which I given in the description. You can open the Groww app account and you can start investing in the stock market and mutual funds and international markets and gold. So there are so many investment options available in this Groww app. Personally, I invest in this particular app, so I have given the link in the description. You can utilize that to open the account with Groww app. So top mutual funds invested in this particular company: Invesco India Mid Cap Fund Direct Growth, and ICICI Prudential Mid Cap Direct Plan Growth, and Union Small Cap Fund Direct Growth, and IDFC Sterling Value Fund Direct Plan Growth. Well, so this is about the fundamental part of the company. Let's look into the technical part of the company. So how it has performed so far with respect to the technical part. So when it comes to the part of technical analysis, we can see the stock has performed really good from, I think, around 2014. It has started a very good growth, and from 2017 to 2020 it was in complete sideways, and we can see that there is a drop in 2020 because of the COVID-19. Of course, it has impacted most of the businesses, and here also it is the same. And from that, the recovery part is really good. We can see after breaking off this particular range, the range which I mentioned here in the rectangle, after that, I think it has got broken in the starting of this year 2021 Jan. So after that, we have seen a very wonderful uptrend in terms of the overall price action. Presently, it is trading at all-time high, so obviously there is no resistance in the upper levels. But as we can see, this is breaking out the all-time high, and the considerable point here is that it is breaking out with decent volumes, which is also the noticeable point here. And the best opportunity, always understand that when the stock is in a momentum or when the stock is moving in all-time high, so we don't know at what particular price level it can go. So the better opportunity or better strategy for this kind of investments are to hold it until the trend breaks. So it's better to hold it by using the trailing as well to either swing lows, or you can apply any particular indicators and follow the trailing method based on that. So it is always better to hold the stocks by trailing method. Well, this is it for today's video. We understood how Minda industries are working, and basically what is the fundamental of the company's financials and the financial numbers, and most importantly technical part also. We understood it is already breaking out the all-time high with a considerable volumes and all. So overall, in terms of the technicals and fundamentals, stock is looking good. However, there is also another possibility when it comes to part of stock market. So it should not be like, you should not be thinking always that market is going to work in your analysis, work as per your analysis. There is also another possibility, so that we have to manage our risk and we have to manage the money properly. So then only we can survive in the market. So that is the ultimate goal of any investor and trader. The first objective has to be survive. So after that comes the part of profit making. So before investing in any particular stock, mutual funds, always consider risk and money management as the crucial part, so that you can survive in all market conditions. Well, this is it for this video. I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like button if you like the video, and also most importantly, please share this with your family and friends who are interested to know about such kind of information. The information I have shared so far is for educational purpose only. Any investment in stock markets are subject to market risk. Before investing any of your money in a stock market or mutual funds, kindly consider visiting or consider consulting your investment advisor, or take a decision by after thorough research. Similar to this, I'm going to upload many other videos in the future. If you don't want to miss those updates, kindly consider subscribing the channel and also click on the bell icon to get the regular updates from my end. Well said that, I want to end this video now. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Jai Hind.